Hello, we need to understand the thing that how we are keeping the file system. It is not ideal in the current state because we are always doing this JSON parse. And that is a bottleneck if you have a large file system and you are processing all of your data. It doesn't make sense. So we have to find a way. Let's see first, inspect the things here. Oh, by the way, I think my connection is dropped, so my server is not working. Maybe that's fine. We don't need today. Um, that is good. The test samples. So it is a full string. We don't want that. We want to have hierarchical structure. That and we want to keep the hierarchical structure in individual elements. Maybe by just files. Items that is available over there. Can we extract the file system, right? That's the question. um, so key, is there any that thing that I can get the keys? um, I think there should be a way, but I don't know how it is. Then we can go to here and ask mode, how can I show stored keys in local storage? That is the question that I have. So by the way, what is local storage itself? Is the default JavaScript element, right? Object keys local storage. Yes, that is what we want. And from there, I think we will be able to get all the keys. Even the file systems will be difficult over there. So here are the keys, and FS is the keeping file system. I think what we can do is multiple keys. Mm, so let's think about some other alternatives. Yeah, keeping ideas, right? The brainstorming. Maybe let's create brainstorm MD file. So file system. First alternative, one alternative is FS, is a prefix, so that if multiple underscores used, it is the hierarchy. This is one possibility. Another one, we can keep separate index and data. That's meaning like some kind of hierarchical structure is stored in one place and look up for the data in the other place, which seems more difficult to me. So this has some drawback. The drawback of this one is um, it depends on um, a character parsing of characters, which may be error prone if you have the for example file name used underscore in your file name. That doesn't seem a good way. I mean, slashes, maybe it's word as well, so the slashes are more popular, which people are using, right? um, Even, I mean, the another drawback is growth to drawback, and another drawback currently our current system is keeping all data and index in one key, which is, I mean, slow and redundant. If you want to access just one file, in most of the cases it's like that. You don't want to process all the files, right? You do not go over all the files, parse it, and make a JavaScript object. It doesn't make sense. So that this one is slow for large number of files, slow for large number of files. That will be slow for large number of files, but that large could be maybe millions. Like, okay, it will be slow for millions, but for thousands it can still handle that. For keeping separate index data, how we can do that? um, we want to parse when necessary is the thing here. We want to parse when necessary. So we can, I mean, this is more advanced and difficult. Advanced meaning, like, let's say we have blocks and block addresses, and these blocks are maybe uh, large blocks, so that we don't have too many of them. Then index entry tells about where to find the content, and this index may be even having multiple entries at once, or something like that, so that could be also efficient, but it is more things involved here to be able to uh, handle that. I think let's work on this one. This seems right now in our scale is most plausible one, easy to easy to do. Let's see what we have. Here is the ID file system. So we want to change it. So load files. Then we want to get keys, right? And this is the key value pairs. So we want to do that like this. Load files keys equal to this, and then if key start with file system, yes, files key, and then local item key. But the thing is, we want to have the hierarchical system. It doesn't need to be like this. File system. So this JSON parse is not there. JSON parse could be still at the end, meaning if we have the multiple levels, we have to do it like, we should do split. Yeah, if start with this path equal to key split like that, and then after that path split, and we have to construct the whole file system again. We don't want to construct the whole file system. That is the thing. We want to do once we want to read that file only. That, so we don't want to do this. Let's first do not do anything fancy. Let's do only let's do only get the file system structure, and that get file should be the last thing. Only leaf nodes, that's what we are calling it, leaf nodes only will be getting the actual files themselves. So where do we use load files? Here, here, these two things, right? And the peers will not work. The peers was somehow connection is broken right now, but it's fine. um so path we get, let's print path currently. So in this one we will not have anything as a path. Go to the root, test samples. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's get the keys, and I think it is better to say var and constant, even constant keys. Yeah, file system. Now if you want to save a file, let's say save files, JSON stringify files, right? That is what we want. But if it is in a folder, how do we save files and path? This should save files should get a path. Save file, it is not that. Path and content. Now it's maybe, yeah, I will do that way. And save file is this way, and save files is no longer available. This is folder. um, some of the things we need to delete, I think. um, but let's see, get current directory. Yeah, current directory is a good thing. Create new file, let's say create new file. How we are doing the file name, right? This is the current directory. Create new file, current file. The path is current file, and okay, how do we say, yeah, it's not save files anymore. This is save file, current file. What is the content? It's a new file, right? That's the current file. Let's see what if that current file thing works. New file, test, create. Okay, it exists, test2. And then yeah, it did. So let's look at the keys. File system, 5 of them. Oh, it says test2. It shouldn't do that. The current get full path is the thing. The name, path string, right? Uh, current path is the top path, yes. Uh, path string plus name. The path string should start with fs, I think. The current path, join, yes, with it should be okay, like this, I think. Fs fs plus that. Yeah, path string plus name. This is what thing. And let's try again. New file, test2, great. And then just check keys, and then you see fs2 test2 is working file. But however, there are two slashes. We shouldn't have two slashes. That current path join, what does it do? Yeah, if it is not empty, right, this uh, we should put that current path length, right? It's that way. Oh no, yeah, that is what we want. Cancel, control S. Yeah, then try main new file, test3, great. Yeah, let's look at the keys. Now the thing is, no, it didn't work. Why it is doing the print? Plus fs plus, yes, current path, and plus name. um, right, that is what I want, but uh, subfolder, and then if current path is current path length like this, add this, right, subfolder, and we don't need this anymore. Save it. New file. Test. Test it. Yes, let's say yes, that is what I want. That we want to keep the files like this, and it should show those kind of files. Okay, let's see why it doesn't show the files. Load files. So here it print. Yeah, this is the print. That's the reason we don't need to put print over there. So it doesn't do the print. This is JavaScript, and then so here is the thing. So we will not get the files like this. Files will be files will be like this, path one like this. Okay, it is not completely like that, but let's see, that's visualizing it. So it is getting the item, but we don't want to get the item, so we want to get keys only, so they will be empty ones, and actually not empty also, it should construct the file structure. Okay, so let's say, let's do that, and gen mode construct the hierarchical file structure from keys. Okay, I would like to accept and try. And then try. Yeah, it does. It does it. And we can save something here. Okay. Save. And then root. Go there. It's not. Okay. Samples. Yeah, it's saving. Okay. I think it's working right now. Let's see what happens afterwards. Yeah, I don't want to go that much. Thank you. But let's say, I mean, I see the accept latest changes, and then it's visualizing it, it's saving it, and we don't need to get all the files immediately in this beginning. We should do it once it is demanded. Thank you. Bye.